James Gunn's Superman movie officially comes out this coming Friday, the 11th of July. To have one massive trade publication break NDA, break embargo, but to have two trades break embargo, then seamlessly delete the review because they broke the NDA, which means they could lose access. I'm starting to think this is part of marketing. This is actually part of Warner Bros. Discovery marketing. So, we've got a lot of movies coming out this month, right? We have Jurassic World Rebirth that's absolutely destroyed it. 300 million plus opening weekend, give or take. Didn't really have much of a marketing campaign at all. We've got the Superman movie, which is going above and beyond to market the movie. But to have two different publications break NDA, I'm starting to think this is part of marketing. You ever heard the expression, no bad publicity is actually bad publicity? Is this part of the marketing campaign? You know, we had the James Gunn fans review bombing Jurassic World before it came out, made literally no difference because literally every Jurassic Park movie has grossed over $1 billion. So is this negative reviews for the Superman part to counteract review bombing that they think's coming? It is so freaking weird. I've been covering content like this for the last 5 years, and I can't recall one time that two different outlets broke NDA, then all of a sudden deleted their review. The thing is with the internet, you can't actually delete anything. So, yo, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around, make subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, monsterverse, pop culture-based content. If you could, subscribe to the channel and let me know. Do you think these negative reviews is actually part of marketing? We had the Daily Beast, someone that wrote for them that's quite well respected, absolutely destroy the movie. And now we've had a second outlet do a similar thing. Whilst reviewing John Cena's new movie, they just started talking about the Superman movie, then quickly edited their post to get rid of it. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face. And check us out on Twitter, S2G, and also check us out on TikTok, Warstu. So, as we said, you can't really delete anything off the internet. Another embargo broken as Variety Critic says Amazon's 67% heads of state is better than the Superman movie. Another negative verdict on Superman has been shared by a noteworthy critic with a new streaming movie on Prime Video, hailed as far more entertaining watch than the Man of Steel's big return. Things are getting weird with the Superman movie. The movie arrives in theater in less than a week, and the actual real embargo, the social media embargo, lifts on the 7th, the review embargo lifts on the 8th. A devastating negative review from the Daily Beast was published on Thursday and reviewed moments later. However, it was logged online and will be there forever. Now, this one's even more interesting. Variety's chief film critic, Peter DeBruge, recently reviewed Amazon's Prime's Head of State, starring John Cena and Idris Elba, appeared to accidentally break his Superman review embargo by saying the streaming action flick, which has currently got 67% on Rotten Tomato, is a lot more entertaining than the DC Studios reboot. You could be forgiven for writing off Heads of State, the review reads, but then you would miss a movie that's no sillier than Superman and a lot more entertaining, a comparison worth making since both adhere to a mythical sense of heroism. Now what's interesting, right? Both say the movie is very silly. Test screen reactions said the movie was very silly. So I'm thinking this movie is very silly. And I get it. Apparently Superman is for children. But that can't be the case. That can't be the case. Because most of the people that say Superman is supposed to be for children are middle-aged, mature adults now. But the silly comments keep coming up. The review has since been updated and now swaps out Superman for big studio superhero fare. However, the original unedited version of the review can still be seen on Yahoo News. Do the critics have it out for Superman? No, I actually think this is part of marketing. There are some wild conspiracy theories now doing around social media, none of them which make any sense, and it simply appears we can expect negative verdicts from two major websites. That doesn't mean every critic will agree, of course, as even the most critically acclaimed superhero movies, Black Panther, The Dark Knight, for example, have negative reviews. Still, for two noteworthy critics to essentially slate Superman, it does suggest the DCU reboot won't be beloved, fresh start, that James Gunn and DC Studios hope for. Also, whilst head of state is entertaining, forgettable streaming fare, a critic of The Bridge Standing, finding it better watching Superman would be a worrying sign of things to come, with the review Margot fully lifting next week. Very interesting. I'm going to get in trouble for this. That leaked review, good God, I couldn't disagree more. Seems I'm already in enough trouble, but whatever the mystery movie is, it's the happiest I've walked out of the movie since Top Gun Maverick again. I would never reveal the movie I'm talking about. After Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy and the Suicide Squad, it would be odd for Gunn to suddenly drop the ball on the superhero project. However, his ideas are pretty unique, and how much audiences want another Superman versus Lex Luthor story, while containing will apparent superhero fatigue, it's hard to say. It's interesting because we are getting these negative reviews from top critics. Yet, if you do look up like what people were saying, because obviously a lot of people have seen the movie, for some reason here in England, no one, as far as I'm aware, has actually watched the whole movie. They've only watched the first 20 minutes of the movie. But the amount of glazing that's going on from the first 20 minutes, how can you figure out how great a movie's going to be from the first 20 minutes? Usually, the final act of the movie is better than usually the movies start boring and get better. I personally think this is part of marketing. This really is marketing. They are putting their own negative reviews out there. It allegedly seems to me they are putting negative reviews out there on purpose, which is very weird because it's like major trades are allegedly breaking embargo. This is not random people that have already watched it. Now, of course, it's only really got to be your own interpretation of how good or how bad said movie is. And this person here saying they watched a secret movie, mystery movie, and everyone's saying, yo, this is a great Superman review. Interesting. But I also don't think you can take anyone's opinion of the Superman movie if they're a great Superman fan, because they're already naturally going to be biased. Like, there's one here that says, when the world sees this, my God, no one is ready. It's crazy. I don't think I'm exaggerating, but to put it simple, believe James Gunn, this film is terribly good. I didn't expect it at all. And David is so charismatic and incredible in the role of Clark Kent and Superman. How lucky to have seen it 2 weeks before it released. Obviously, this was posted on Letterboxd and it's anonymous. There's no name to it because if you were to leak with your name, you'd probably lose access. I mean, they couldn't really sue you or anything. I don't know. Warner Bros. Have like done copyright strikes on people before because it is a Warner Bros. Movie. It's just made by DC Studio. It's very weird to me that the websites only seem to pick up the people that have broken NDA, and they've both said the movie is basically awful, silly tone, cartoon-like graphics, isn't really any development because the movie's overstuffed with too many people. But then you read the random ones that are anonymous, and there's no real name behind it. It doesn't really have a merit behind it. But like I say, it's a weird marketing campaign. James Gunn making out this is so fake. James Gunn making out he's watched every single season, every single country of Love Island. It's absolutely nonsense. He has not. Why are they marketing? If Superman is actually for children, why are they marketing this movie during Love Island that's aimed at 18 to like 30-year-olds, probably, give or take? It did originate in England, but no one watches it anymore. And then it's like these box office predictions. It's gone from being a 130 to 170 opening domestic in America, which it's going to get walked over by Jurassic World. Guarantee it. But it's going to be interesting because Jurassic World's second weekend is Superman's first weekend. Now the projection's like low 100 million. How has it dropped 70 million? I know what you're going to say, oh, these numbers weren't official. Well, the current numbers from Box Office Theory, which I believe is one of the best ones, is tracking at 130 to 170. It's like they're lowering their projection so they can say it did much better. Overall, it's just a weird marketing campaign. And it gets even weirder the more you look into it. Because then you've got Rachel Brosnahan, who plays Lois Lane, coming out saying stuff like, we made out for a few hours, 4 hours, then we shot the rest of it on screen. So both Rachel and David are married in real life. Is this some kind of flex that you're saying we were kissing for 4 hours, then we decided to shoot the actual scene? I mean, respectfully, no, not respectfully. This is OnlyFans acting because I mean, I get it. It's part of acting and stuff, but you're saying you kissed for 4 hours for a scene that's going to be less than 1 minute. Did you really need to practice kissing for 4 hours? Is this OnlyFans level stuff? Like, have some respect, lass. And there's a comment saying, let's pour our heart out for Rachel's dear husband. I mean, I don't believe this. I get it. You're trying to hype up a movie. I get it. It's kind of like when James Gunn said the Flash movie was the greatest superhero movie ever when it was really bad. So obviously I will watch this movie early next week and I will give you an honest reaction. If it's great, I'll say it's great. If it's bad, I'll say it's bad, but I won't say it in a, distasteful way like others. But I'm not going to say it's the great. I haven't got my review written up already like some people. I just find it interesting when it comes to getting people to watch stuff early when you know they're super fans of something. So they're going to be instantly biased and they can't really be unbiased. Like when I watch this movie, I will be straight down the line. I've got no bias towards anything really, to be honest. It's just interesting to me. So, like always, guys, I will catch you in another video. But first, let me know, are these reviews being put out by, is this literally part of the marketing model? Because they did hire a pretty good marketing guy to take over the marketing for this movie. But I think it's been really weird. Like, if you compare what they did in Brazil to what they did in London, I mean, what they did in London was pretty interesting, kind of. They had the Superman at the top of the Shard. I think the whole Look Up kind of campaign is a bit corny. They had this whole having some, like, people flying, like, from one part of Canary Wharf down over some, like, gliding down. A bit weird. It's just, what the hell are they doing with this marketing campaign? I don't get it. They've probably spent a lot of money on it. But then you look at Jurassic World, people just want to see dinosaurs eat people and eat each other. So I really don't understand why they're spending all this money on marketing. Because realistically, when I talk to my friends in real life, none of them care about this movie, but they are all talking about Jurassic World. Make that what it is. It's a DC brand tarnish. I don't know. Just weird that 2 reviewers came out and said similar stuff, redacted it because they broke NDA, but did they really? I don't know. I'm down the middle. I don't know what to make of these reviews. Going to be interesting when I watch it next week, but like always, I will give you my honest opinion. I don't glaze anything unless it's Jujutsu Kaisen Gojo. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.